and you're a barber yourself. Seems like a lot of people when they get in that chair, they like to dump
Yeah,
everything, all their problems. You become their trash can. They dump all their problems
yeah.
on you. So like with me, it's me and my wife. We the type of people. We like to help people. We like to help with fundraisers. We're the type of family that don't turn away. If a kid, if we got snacks and we see a kid going by and they want a snack or something like that, we'll give it to them. We'll feed, whoever. If my daughter or my son they have come and we feed them whatever. We just do anything that we can because for us it's better to give than to receive. So we do anything we can to help somebody.
I
Not
got you,
just
man.
through radio or podcasting, but just different walks of life.
I understand. And I commend you and your wife and your kids for doing such great deeds, man. It's always good to give, man. And I haven't always had the mindset that I have now, but I used to feel like as long as I can receive, as long as
Right.
I got somebody that's willing to give me, that's all I need. That's all I'm worried about. But
That's right.
becoming a grown man, not just an adult. I'm a grown man now, and I got a grown man mentality.
Right.
And with that being said, I've learned now that it's always good to give than to receive. And
Absolutely.
that's I like I said, I commend y'all for what y'all doing, man.
And you have to understand too in the back of your mind that excuse me, that all of your help comes from God.
That's right.
Nothing that we
Every
do
bit of it.
in this life is by our own doing.
That's
Everything that
right.
we accomplish in life, everything that we do accumulate in life is a blessing from God.
It's a
You know,
blessing
we
from God, bro. Yes,
and so the fact that we're receiving from Him, we don't have, and He's giving to us. It's only fair that we give to others.
that's right. Yes,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. Hey, as the co-host of We've Got That Good podcast, I mean Experience podcast,
Hmm.
um, how do you feel the Good podcast has impacted the lives of your listeners?
We started that podcast, just basically, Kim came to me, Kim on her Facebook page, she would always put up these videos of old school music, the songs that we used to listen to, back in the days. And a lot of times we would be like, man, I forgot about that song, man. And this, that, you know what I'm saying? So she
Yeah,
came to me, she's like, cuz, what I'm saying, we can start a podcast. And, I was like you, man. I don't know too much about podcasting. Too much. I know I've been in radio for the past 5 years, but podcasting was nothing that really kind of crossed my mind.
yeah,
So me and her we brainstormed it, and we came up with a concept. Which was basically trying to preserve the music that was the soundtrack of our lives, and so we did an episode, and it was a decent episode, but we knew something was missing.
yeah.
So that's when we got our cousin Byron from he lives in DC now.
Mm-hmm.
He's a radio DJ up in the DC area. He's doing a lot of big things up there, and he has a vast knowledge of music history himself. So we
Yeah,
went and got him, and we brought him along, and ever since then it's really taken off.
yeah.
And the impact that it's had, we've kept people in the know as far as like what's going on in the world of music and our movies and stuff like that. We've had celebrity guests. We've had Lenny Williams on our program. We've had
Mm-hmm.
Gerald Austin um, from the lead singer of the Manhattans on our program. We've had Blakely's own Trevor Price. We're trying to bridge the gap when it comes to music. And music
Yeah,
is like kind of like a common denominator that everybody can go to
that's right.
what I'm saying? That's a common denominator to kind of bridge the gap between this generation and our generation and the next generation coming on.
Okay, okay. Speaking of, we've got the Good Experience podcast. Uh, I've visited y'all's Facebook page, and man, I'm gonna tell you, y'all got some good stuff going on, man. And those names
Yes,
that you call, those are big names in the music industry.
yes,
And I hope God will bless you guys enough to continue inviting those big names in. Uh,
absolutely. I
do
mean, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, no. I'm sorry. You go ahead. I'm sorry.
And he already is. We say that all the time that this podcast was blessed. I mean, if you take the time to listen to it, how things flow, uh, how things flow so naturally. Sometimes I might not be I may say things and Kim may like I was just thinking that or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
just you can tell it's already blessed, and we just keep praying over it and just protecting it and just kind of keep it pure
yeah,
and just keep it simple and and we already know it's already blessed and that there are big time there's some other big names that'll be coming. We'll announce those later on. But you just keep praying for us and just keep supporting. We ask you people that you keep listening to it as well as this podcast as well.
yeah.
Just keep supporting it.
I got you, bro. I got you, Marcus. One last question: being a black man, or should I say, being a family man, how important, how important is it for us? And I'm referring when I say us, I'm referring to the African American male. But how important is it for us to know our purpose in life? And I'm talking about our own individual purpose.
And as far as African American men, in order to know your purpose, you got to know where you came from.
Oh
So
man.
yeah, you gotta know where you come from.
Yes, sir.
And that comes with researching, asking the older generation about your family members and what they were like. you know um my uncle George, man, he is like a human encyclopedia when it comes to our family, man. He knows
Yes,
anything
he
and
is.
everything about about everybody. You already know that, right?
Yeah.
So you just got to know your history and understand where you came from, because if you don't understand where you came from, you don't know where you're going, so there's no way you can know what your purpose is.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
so I just encourage all African American men, learn your history, learn about where you came from, and teach your children about it, you know and that would be my answer to that one.
Okay, man. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna go a little deeper. You
Go
said
ahead, man.
something. You said something about your Uncle George. Man, listen. I had the honor of meeting your Uncle George a while back, and when I say a walking encyclopedia, man,
Yes.
he probably can go way beyond an encyclopedia itself, bro. He got it, man.
Yeah.
He got it.
He he definitely does, man. He is truly he's a gem on earth, man. He's
Yeah.
a walking treasure on earth, man. And every conversation that you have with him, you cherish it because it's something that that I mean that's gonna resonate with you for the rest of your life, man. He is
That's right.
definitely it.
Hmm.
He has the spirit of my grandfather, his father, in him.
Yep.
My fondest memories of my granddad. Your great uncle. Was kind of like him.
Yeah.
And he definitely has the spirit dwelling in him, man. And he's just a good guy, man. If you ever meet him, you'll love him.
I heard that. Well, things up. I appreciate you for helping me complete the show on today, man. Uh,
Absolutely,
before we depart,
absolutely.
man, before we go our separate ways, what kind of encouragement can you give to a fallen brother?
The best encouragement I can give to a fallen brother, it don't matter how many times you fall down, it's how many times you get up.
Woo.
Okay? When you get down, don't stay down. Don't sit there and wallow in it, man, because you're just gonna get dirtier and dirtier. Get up, dust yourself off, keep going. All
Keep
right?
going, my brother.
Keep going and look toward the hills that will come your help. Look toward the
Yeah,
sky, man. Because that's where all your help coming from. I'm telling you. The reason
yeah,
that you're breathing right now is not because of your own doing. It's not because your alarm clock woke you up this morning, man. No,
man.
God woke you up. So when
Yes,
you're
sir.
falling down, when you fall down, get back up and look toward the hills, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because
That's
God
right.
can do anything for you.
That's right. Hey, yo, Marcus. It's like I say, it's been great chopping it up with you, man. I appreciate you again, and hopefully in the near future we can do some. We can collaborate again, man. Either on this show or either on your show, man.
That's gonna happen. You coming on the good now. That's gonna happen.
All right. And
You
again,
coming on the
man,
good, man.
I want to say thanks for being here again, and that's our time for today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Talks with Seven podcast show. Have a great day.